Well, Mrs. Bannis, though, is a big fan of Friends, and she wanted to know about how much Mr. Heckles did you improvise? That character was too perfect.
Well, to be totally honest, I made, and this is compliments to the writers, I made no improvisation at all. It was as fucking written. And thank goodness, because I got the character off of the page. Because it was so solid that all I had to do was show up. I mean, and say the words, and it was Mr. Heckles. I mean, the attitude was there. I mean, the whole thing, the hair, everything, the costume, it was all on the page. It was brilliant. And it's the most famous thing I've ever done. I mean, I can't stop being Mr. Heckles. It's crazy.
You know, when we announced that you were going to be on the show, people were commenting, "Oh my God, that's the guy from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, the guy from Friends, Seinfeld, Escape from Alcatraz." They're naming your credits, but my niece reaches out and said, "That's the guy from the Three Little Pigs."
Whoa! Yeah. Okay, for your niece, man. Right on.
Was that the Shelley Duvall thing you did? Was that the Shelley Duvall thing you did? Was that the fairy tale?
That was a fairy tale theater. Okay, I got a story about that. I've never even thought about that. But yeah, there was an aha moment on Three Little Pigs. The director was I can't remember his name, but he's a good friend. I haven't seen him in years, but he was a friend of mine because we were in the committee together in years before that. So and that was the only reason that I believed what he told me, because he gave me a direction, or not a direction, but a suggestion. I was Mr. Man for the Three Little Pigs. I was the guy selling them the bricks, the straw, the mud, whatever they made their houses out of. I sold them their pig pen. So anyway, we did a rent, and Fred Willard was in it. There was just 3 stars with Mr. Man, Fred Willard, and another guy I can't remember his name, but he's big now. He's got a movie out right now. He's a stand-up comedian. Anyway. Wow. So we do the scene, we shoot the scene, we rehearse it, we shoot it, and the director comes up to me and he says, I think you're going in the wrong direction. That's a direction, because it's not specific, it's non-specific, but it's a good direction. It gives you a hint as to where you can go and do whatever you want with it. But he says, I think I was either too low or too high, or I was too hyper, or not hyper enough. But he said, I think you're going in the wrong direction. So, and I didn't want to. I thought, no, this is my interpretation of Mr. Man, and I'm going to do it. Now, I didn't give him any attitude, but I kind of argued my side. I'd rather do it this way, my way. He said, no, I don't think so. I don't think that's right for what we're doing here. So I mean, hey, he's the director. He's a friend. Okay. I mean, he's a funny guy. I'll trust him. Okay. So I just totally changed it. And I did it the way that your niece sees it. And when I watched it, I thought the guy was right on. My interpretation would have been wrong. It wouldn't have been funny. So it was sometimes, directors know what they're telling you, listen to them.
And that director, by the way, was Howard Storm.
Howard Storm was the director, and the stand-up comedian was Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal. Yeah, I was going to say Billy Crystal and Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum.
I mean, we were all there. It was
how cool.
It was great. It was just amazing. But a luck of the draw, because nobody was famous. Nobody was anybody then.
Wow,
we were all just actors showing up.
And doing the work too. I mean, again, Fred Willard. There's Doris Roberts on there, and she's fantastic. Jeff Goldblum and Billy Crystal. Those are the big names that are popping out. Valerie.
A Fairy Tale Theater was a great show, and it always had top of the line actors, whether they were famous.
Oh,
or not.
Yeah.
So I don't doubt that for a second. that the casting was amazing. I would watch the show. You know, it was like a children's show, but it was an adult show too, because the actors were all right on. Here, my niece knows you're crazy, Carl. I'm sure Adam Sandler allowed improv. Yeah, but by then, I didn't like Adam at all, and I just wasn't improv. He's a prankster, and I just don't like pranksters. I don't like pranks. I have no sense of humor, by the way. Yeah, I mean, funny. Wait, I gotta shut this off. What the hell is going on? Okay. Yeah, really funny people don't have any sense of humor about themselves. I learned that I was reading. I read a lot of autobiographies and biographies of funny people that I think are funny, whether they're comedians or not, and all of them just don't have any sense of humor. Everybody says, yeah, he doesn't laugh at himself. So pranksters for me are the enemy. I don't like them. I
get it.
If I got a pie in the face, maybe I wouldn't mind. I mean, that's
a harmless prank. That's one of the oldest.
No, that's right on. That's bowling down the center. It's bowling 101, you know. But
that happened to me at a Denny's once. The waiter brought out a warm apple pie, big full pie. He held it and he pretended to hit me in the face with it, but it started to slip and he went to catch it and made full contact with the face. Needless to say, the whole table was comped that day.
Did anybody laugh?
The whole restaurant.
All right, there you go. Okay,
he got the laugh. That's all.
Man,
my face and hair were just covered.
A pie in the face from a waiter in a restaurant. That's the top of the line, man.
I was gonna say that's that saying about life imitating art, imitating life, imitating art, that sort of thing. I mean, we've seen it so many times in a cartoon, and here it actually happened.
Apple pie.
Oh, it was warm.
The warm is the thing that made it over the top. Because generally a custard pie or a cream pie, it's cold or at least room temperature.
Yeah, at least it wasn't scalding hot.